Hey folks, it's Kevin Harding here with Victory100, and you can't see him yawning at the moment, but Jesse is with us, and we are going to talk today about sharing. And the title of the post that we made was, I think, didn't your mommy, teach you how to share, or something like that. So, and it's so important, and it really is in all facets of your life, but especially if you're trying to promote or sell something online, you want to share online consistently, and that's how you improve your engagement as well. So probably our most used product or product feature is our sharing, our dual engine, that a dual sharing engine that we use is called Prime and Spin, and couple that in with the social dashboard that we share trending information, articles, news articles, and all sorts of different types of articles about. In fact, I was looking at it today, and Jesse does a great job finding those for us. And I looked at that today, and I find myself, I was trying to get ready for something else, and I found myself just going from article to article and reading what they had to say, and they're really a lot of good information that can help you succeed in whatever you're trying to promote. But I'm gonna have Jesse come on board here. He's gonna unmute himself, and I think he's gonna share his screen here in a little bit. And we're going to show you how to use our most used product feature, and along the way also tell you why this is our most used and why you should be using it every single day. So Jesse, come on, unmute yourself and share with us about our sharing platform.
All right, so as many of you know, we have 3 different types of way to share. You can use the featured content, which is one, or you can use your Prime and Spin. So you have 3 different ways to stay engaged, and here I'm going to show, let me put mine on the home page before I start, that way we can get there. All right, so here is my home page. I mean, as soon as you log into your account, this is what it looks like. These are the articles that Kevin was talking about that are put on there daily, and go through, read them if you like it, share it if you don't like it, easily just hit remove and it's gone from there. Once you remove so many, more will come up, unless you get to the very end and then you have to wait till tomorrow to get more new articles that come in. But the importance of this is to engage and to be consistent in your sharing online. Facebook has a formula that if you are sharing and people aren't liking your stuff, then you're not going to be shown to that many people. So when you're trying to promote your product, your business, not that many people will see it because nobody likes your content. So you try to find content that people will like, people will use, and talk about. So when you find something that you want to share, I mean, some of these you might just read and you might just enjoy reading it but not really sharing it. Some of them you'll want to share. Look at this one, 10 hitting blessings in rejection, losing failure. Find one of them, quickly hit share. I normally delete the link there. It'll still pull up at the bottom. And come up with something clever to write. Something, give them a reason, like, I really like the 6th reason, or the 6th hidden, if I can type, blessing in rejection. Something like that. Add a hashtag. Tag somebody of your friends. Start a conversation with somebody so that your post will get more likes. It'll get more activity going to it, so more people will see it, and then it'll increase the rest of your post for the next day. So, like I said, if you don't like it, remove it. Just keep removing the ones you don't want to use, and use the ones that you do. And share one a day if you'd like, just something to be able to be consistent on Facebook. Be consistent on your Twitter, your LinkedIn. Always use hashtags if you can, especially with Twitter. That'll definitely create more of a following for you. I mean, that's how I find all my more followers on Twitter, is by hashtags. Same with Instagram and Pinterest if you're on that. So that's our featured content. Like I said, make sure you come up with something clever. Come up with a question, an idea, something that will definitely spark a conversation. And that's the most important part with the featured content, is to spark a conversation. whether it's something that's trending or whatever. The next thing we have is the Prime. So I'm going to click on my Be Social tab to get into my Prime and Spin. All right, so here are my profiles that I have linked up. The number right here tells you how many posts you have scheduled to go out, and I upload mine every Monday, so I have them ready for the week, and I don't have to do much work, which is the best part about it. I mean, that's the whole point of it, is to create your schedule, upload your post, and then let the system work for you. So, you know, real quick, just kind of getting into it, create your schedule, the days you wanted to post, the times you wanted to post to. I don't have my Spin activated for my Facebook, but I do use my Spin on my Twitter, as long with the schedule as well. So before we get into Spin, let me go to Prime. So here's my Prime, and it tells me I have a post going on Wednesday, the 29th at 2 a.m. I post at 2 o'clock on Twitter. Just don't ask me why. I just chose 2 o'clock. So Thursday, you know, I have posts going out every day on my Twitter at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's just the time that it's slow, so everybody gets on there. As soon as they get up in the morning, it'll be one of the first posts they see. So I leave it like that. You can come import a post, and it'll allow you to post in bulk. So that's how I do mine. I have a notepad file that I have all my posts on there that I do, and I just write them down, one line, the next line, the next line. And then that way, Monday morning when I come in, I can just upload the file, all my posts go through, and it's done. So I normally collect my articles during the week and stuff like that, put some thought into your content, make sure you add the right hashtags and the links, and you know, I go through, test it on Twitter, make sure it fits in the share box, make sure my characters are fine and that I'm not over my characters. So I mean, I put time and thought into it. So that's another thing that you want to do. You don't want to just kind of get out there and just start typing all your things, throwing things out there, and then it not work because you were over 2 characters or whatever. So put time into your content. Make sure that you are putting out some good content to, once again, be consistent and create that engagement with your friends and followers. So out of that, we can go right into the Spin. You know, the Spin, the same thing. Here I just have, I use a social media category that we have loaded for everybody to use. It's the same content that everybody else has, so you can choose to use any of the categories, or you can create your own. So, I mean, here you just choose your activity level, whether you want to remain casual. On Twitter, that's twice a day. Normal, 4 times a day. And active, that's 10 times a day. So choose your activity level, choose whichever categories you want, hit Spin it, and that'll go ahead and have that loaded for you.
Now, I know I use normal is what I use as far as my activity level, but then I also add content, my own custom content folder. So just show us how to do that. You'd go what? Click on Spin Content.
You go to Spin Content right under here on the left bar, and that brings you right to the content. So from here, you can create your own content and pick and pull from all these. I'll do that real quick.
So you're creating your own new category here, or a folder, if you will.
Right.
And then and this is what a lot of folks do, is they go through each of those categories and basically drag and drop different articles or quotes that they like, and so they have their own custom folder with jokes or health tips or travel tips or whatever it is that they have on there, or that we have on there. They can just drag and drop it right into their new custom content folder.
Right, and it's really easy. You just grab it, you can click on it, drag it over, put it in my content, and there it shows you that you have one in your content. On memes, I have all these images that I find just throughout Facebook and Twitter and Google, and I save them, I put them in there. The one thing I have not done yet is you don't want to just post a picture by itself. Some people will like it, but once again, I'm more about creating activity. I want people to talk about it, and I want people to do more than just like it. So I'll ask a question, who are you building up, put a hashtag in there, talk about some leadership. So I mean, that's some things to think about when you do it, is to make sure and ask yourself, how will this create engagement? You want somebody to reply to you, and think about how you reply to things, why you reply to things. Usually if it's a question, I know the biggest thing on my Facebook is a lot of people like to create controversy, so they always talk about something that'll make people want to debate and argue about something, which, it's not always great, but they do build up their consistency. They're definitely engaging to where Facebook is going to show that argument to a lot more people than if nobody would have liked it or commented on it. So that once again on this one, you can import a list. So the same way that I imported my other file using a notepad, I can do it same here. You cannot do a bulk upload with images, so you have to do one at a time. But for just the content, whether you're doing travel tips, health tips, or whatever, you can do it the same way, where you just write on one line, enter, go to the next line, the next post, and just keep going. And once again, I would make sure that you're abiding by the characters for whether you're using Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, just to make sure that when it goes out, it's posting properly and it doesn't cut out half of your sentence. So that was it for the prime and the spin. Yeah, there's no schedule. Like I said, it's only the activity level that you choose. And each one, I'm going to show you real quick. On Facebook, the activity level for casual is 1, normal is 2, and active is 4. So it varies between your Facebook, your Twitter, and let me check LinkedIn. I don't remember off the top of my head. So casual is once a day, normal is twice a day, and active is 3 times a day. So each platform has a different number of posts, just because Twitter's more of one of those things where you need to post quite a bit on Twitter to be active. Otherwise, your post would just go straight to the bottom and not many people will see it. So you definitely want to stay really active on Twitter, as opposed to LinkedIn and Facebook, where they kind of post as people comment and like. So you don't want to flood your pages with too many posts. Just another thing to think about. But yeah, I mean, the most important thing about sharing, and like I said, I'm saying it over and over and over, is being consistent and creating that content to be engaging. Without engagement, especially when you're trying to market your business, your product, if you're not engaging with somebody, then nobody else is going to see it, and you're not going to have very good marketing of your product, because, well, nobody sees any of your posts. So what good is it going to do when you do try to post and market it? And if you have a fan page, a business page, it shows you 3 people have liked it, or 3 people have seen this, how many views you get, and how far it goes. So that's some things to consider, because it also works the same way for your personal Facebook, which you don't get those statistics and analytics. So
the other great thing about Facebook, and really any of the social networks, is that you can test what works and doesn't work, and it's you get those results right away. So if you post something, whether it's an article from what we provide on the social dashboard, which by the way is really cool, at your fingertips, you can prime it, you can share now. But whether it's one of those articles or something, a picture maybe that you took of a family, your son or whoever, daughter was playing soccer. You put it up there. Oh, you have 24 comments. You have 60 likes. Well, obviously that's a good platform. So you're going to have a lot of engagement when it comes to that. Obviously that's not business, but what happens though is when you have that type of engagement on say a personal picture or post, those people are more likely to see your other posts, which might be more business related. So you want to build up and not just do business, unless you have a dedicated business page for whatever you're promoting. But if you're using your normal personal page, Facebook page, to promote a business, you don't want to just stuff it down their throats, because all of a sudden they're not going to be seeing your posts anymore because they're not interested in it, and you know that because they're not engaging with you on that particular post. So make sure you do a lot of personal things, fun things, family things, trips, pictures, whatever it might be, things that are attractive. That's another thing, is people tend to comment on things that are attractive, or that makes them, a pretty picture or a funny video or whatever it might be, to maybe brighten up their day. They're a lot more likely to like it, or say a quick little note about it. So make sure you fill those in there as well, and you can put those, you can prime those sorts of things, or you can just do it as your day goes along. But again, just wanted to show you guys the most used features of our products, and that's them. It's Prime, it's Spin, and the social dashboard. It's all about sharing your content to your social networks, and in improving and building that engagement, which long term and short term is going to allow more people to see whatever it is that you're promoting. So yeah, hey Jesse, I appreciate it. Any last words, Jesse?
I do. One more thing. When trying to, find that content to be engaging, look at what your competition is doing. I mean, it's not so much cheating, but find them on Facebook, Twitter, follow them if you can, and just see how they're creating that engagement, see what type of articles they're sharing, see what kind of pictures they're sharing, and look at how, use them as a test dummy. I mean, figure out, hey, look, they got 20 likes on this picture, they had all these comments on this article. Take that article, put it in your Spin, your Prime, and share it. Use it, that way what is going to drive attention and what's going to get people to comment and talk about. So it's another good way to stay engaged and consistent with social media sharing and marketing. So
yeah, that's a great point. Absolutely, that's what trending articles are. I mean, that's what it is. It's when you have multiple people, lots of people sharing the same information, and that's exactly what you should want to do as well. So more people see what you have to say. And if for some reason, if you're a guest or someone that doesn't have a Victory account, go back to the person who shared this link with you, shared this Hangout page with you, or go create a free account. You can create a free account and you can do exactly what we've shown you in this video or on this Hangout. You can do the exact same thing yourself with your own content and your own information. So go create a free account. That's a great first step if you want to do that, so you can check it out and really get a feel for it yourself. And then of course you can always upgrade as well to be able to do more things with what we have to offer. So thanks, Jesse, and guys, thanks for being with us today. We'll be here. I'm going to actually be out of town next week, but Keith and Jesse will be here, and they've got some really neat things planned for next week. So make sure you are here, same time, same place next week. Thanks for visiting with us. Thanks for being with us today, and hopefully we've kind of got our point across that sharing, just like your mom taught you when you're a child, sharing is very important, especially on the whole social horizon that we now have, this plane, this whole social environment that we all live in. Some of us try and avoid it, some of us try and capitalize on it. And so those of you who are really trying to leverage social media, you can't ask for a better product that Victory100 has to offer. You can't ask for a better product to leverage not only your content, but your time as well. So again, if you don't have an account already, go create a free one. It's a one-click Facebook. If you got a Facebook account, it's a one Facebook click to create a free account, and you'll automatically be logged in, and you can start using the product right away. So guys, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.